All right, greetings to my fellow peace blunderers, and how is everybody doing this wonderful Thursday night? Hope you're doing well. And it doesn't matter, whenever you are, wherever you are, it's Thursday night, Thursday morning, Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon. Welcome to the stream, obviously. Let me bring up the chat as well as per usual. Shiro is already in the building. Well, Shiro's been a mainstay of the channel for a while, but Shiro's been in and out. I haven't talked to them in quite some time, to be honest. So, yes, what have you been up to? Welcome back. It's good to have you here, of course. Came back after a few months. That is correct. Moscow, also welcome back. Wild Moscow has reappeared. Yes, correct. Welcome back. Thorium, aka Jack, is also here. Sup? What's up? How you doing? I hope your week has been all right. If it has been not as kind to you as you would have liked, please let me know. You feel free to complain. We all have group therapy here in the chat quite regularly, don't we? In the meantime, welcome back. I am back myself from the tournament, which took place from Wednesday to Sunday. I go back on Sunday in late evening, and I've been catching up on work ever since. Worst week of my life. I hope that's not actually true. I hope that's a joke. I just tasted a bit of chocolate on the left side of my mouth. I hope there wasn't any chocolate seen on camera. Otherwise, I'd be a dirty bastard. But hey. So good. Out of context, though, that might seem a bit sus. I'm sure next one will be worse. Well, could you please elaborate? If it is true, then, you have my sympathies, obviously. Had one of the best games ever. Well, congratulations. That's always good to hear. How did the tournament go? It was okay. I thought that was shit, not chocolate. Did you really see anything? I don't think that would have been vivid enough for you to see on camera, to be honest. But yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. Although some of you might think I do. I had high expectations of the tournament. That is why, because the tournament went okay, I'm kind of disappointed, but kind of okay, kind of happy also. It's weird. It's a mixed bag. I thought that I had improved so that it would allow me to perform better than in my previous tournaments, but honestly, the performance last week was very similar to the one that I had some months ago, which Exclam your feeder rating will be increased next month. Yes, through no efforts of my own. Everyone will get that increase if they are under 2,000. But yes, honestly, I'm very happy about that because I've explained it many times before. I am very happy about that increase because it'll bridge the gap between the kids who are very underrated and players who are not underrated. And it will make losing to them or drawing with them much less punishing. But yeah, also feel free to like the stream. Of course, I will be playing you after I play some random rated games. If you're up for it, I may even show you one of my tournament games. We'll see how it goes. 1300 playing like 1900. Yeah, I mean, not to that extent, but you're not far away from the truth. It's just that basically what happens, or what used to happen, is take my tournaments that I played in August, for example. I think it was August. So like half a year ago. The tournament I played in, at the time I still had my rating of 1450. And the tournament basically went exactly the way my rating suggests. I was beating 1100s, 1200s, 1300s. I don't remember their exact rating, but you get the gist. And I was losing to like 17, 18, 1900s. So pretty fair. So you would expect that after such a tournament, my rating will stay roughly in the same place, maybe-ish, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But then, you know, you have this sort of up and down tournament where you get the results that your rating suggests. And then let's say in round 7, also Mr. funny little nickname. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the community, my friend. Where do you come from? Do let us know. Playing me is very easy. You just tell me that you want to play and we play. So all of that happens, and then let's say round 7, you get a kid who is like 1100, but he's not 1100. He's like my strength. He's like 1500 in actuality, but he's 1100 because he's a kid. He hasn't played much yet, and he is like boosting his rating. So you draw them, just a draw already, your rating goes down. If you lose to them, which you easily can because like your strength, then your rating goes down even further. So any progress that you might have got, just down the drain, if not worse. And that can happen to you tournament after tournament after tournament. If you don't improve massively, you can just get stuck in this endless cycle where, you know, you do okay, then you meet somebody, just one person is enough to get you down. And that's it. Now, though, with everyone's rating being increased, this gap isn't that big, and we're just getting closer to each other. So if you draw or lose to such a person, it's not as painful. It is painful, but not as much. So I hope you get my point. PC is sold. Dinosaurs used to play Solitaire. I mean, does anyone still play Solitaire in a PC? I thought that was like a 2002 kind of thing, not 2024 kind of thing. Most of you guys, or some of you guys, will not be alive in 2002. I'm from Nigeria. Ooh, interesting. I don't think... Do we have anyone else from Nigeria? Maybe. To North Africa. Okay. Is Nigeria technically North Africa? I think so. I wouldn't call it central. Anyway, welcome to the stream, my friend. Does that mean you speak French? What do time controls make the game? So the rule is it's West Africa. Okay. Well, I guess. So like, if you go like Mauritania, that way from your perspective. But yeah, Shubham, welcome back to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? Also, everyone like the stream. Solitaire still exists. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So the time control is very simple. It is 5 minutes maximum. 5 minutes is still okay. It could be 3 minutes if you want. And make sure that the game is unrated. Okay? But first of all, I do have a fair warning for you. First couple of games on the stream, because we just started, are going to be games with random rated people, right? What happens is, like, maybe first half an hour, we get a couple of games in, we chat, and then I start playing you. Usually that's how it goes. In the meantime, feel free to tell us more about yourself. Do you work? Do you study? What have you been up to lately? In the meantime, we're starting with 1913. I've got Kotrito back in the studio. Kotrito, how on earth are you still a member? This should not be possible. This should not be possible. Someone take away his membership. I'm tired of playing him twice every stream. Terrible. Mr. Exclamity. Well, hello to you, sir, as well. Hopefully your tournament results weren't a calamity. I studied the female brain. Wow. I don't think female brain is very different from a male brain, apart from maybe slide. Okay, I'm not really a biologist, so I can't really tell. There might be... Is there any structural difference between a female and a male brain? There might be, but mostly they're roughly the same. There's not much to study. Okay. This game is weird. Alrighty. As far as I know, female brain is more focused on emotion and intelligence. I don't know. I honestly don't think there is... I mean, if anyone has a degree in biology, please Yo, come here. Come on down. But I don't think there's any difference between the structure and the brains or anything. There's a size difference, I don't know that for sure. I mean, yeah, generally male bodies are bigger than male bodies. Sorry, male bodies are bigger than male bodies, good stuff. Bigger than female bodies, so I guess, you know, it would make sense on some level. Why are you attacking my king side? I don't like that. I would like to, like, this could be very dangerous, what I'm doing. Shit. I think I should be fine. Like, if I get to take here, my queen still has a view over g6 if I'm allowed to take that c2 pawn, like so. And then... I forgot about queen h8. Terrible. Is there no defense to this? Shocking. I think there is no defense. I forgot about queen h8. Terrible. No sack anything? Nah, it looks like we just lose. Ugh. Awful. Okay. Wait, h5? No, why did you prevent h5? Because I'm bad at defending. Your words. He blooded the queen and you didn't notice? Did he? What? When? He did. Shit. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, you trust your opponent. I'm playing at a 1900 level. You don't expect them to hang queens. I'm sorry. I legit. I was thinking to just play bishop f8. Like I had the idea of playing bishop f8 for 3 moves. So I was just, this is, jokes aside, this is a typical example of tunnel vision. So whenever you played, when he played queen g4, I already had this plan of g6, rook e8, bishop f8. Like I had this set in stone. So just tunnel vision on that part of the board, even with my own eyes, like visually. I'm looking there. That's all I care about. So it's and I'm over focused on this thing, and I've had already decided I'm playing bishop f8 pretty much no matter what. And this happens. Well, there you go. You could say there is a saying. I don't remember who said it. Was it Gligerich? Maybe. Maybe Gligerich. I don't remember. He said, a bad plan is better than no plan at all. And although you would generally agree, this is exactly the example where you'd say, nah. Because if I don't have a plan in that position, if I just make moves that make sense, if I don't have this, if I'm not over focusing on that plan, of course I see that move. But that's kind of a weak excuse. That's Kenny's style. Do you trust your opponent? Yeah, exactly, Moscow. This is not an excuse though. I should still obviously be seeing hanging queens. Hello. But boy. Of course you do trust your opponent, because the queen f5 is absolutely ridiculous. This just doesn't happen. Bishop f5 without g6? But then like, doesn't am I now dropping an exchange there? Haven't you learned the #1 rule not to trust your opponent? Yes, I'm terrible. Probably should stop playing chess. Let's see, I don't know. We'll play this. Well, obviously not knight c5, not now, but you get the gist. You get the gist. Oh, he didn't take. Interesting. Okay. He trusted me there, I suppose. That's a free pawn. King h3 wins. You mean trapping my bishop? I know. I've seen that for a couple of moves, but what do you want me to do? I mean, I can play this, but I don't want to. Sometimes when you make a blunder, I don't know, it's a psychological thing with me. Sometimes when I screw up, but my opponent lets me off the hook, I intentionally don't fix that problem. Because in a way, I'm mentally punishing myself. There is G4. G4 doesn't... I mean, it does... well, I wouldn't... Let's just say I would not play G4 just to save a piece. That's just too damaging for my pawn structure. Why is your knight doing that to me? I don't like that. Okay, well, we did save our bishop in the end through the courtesy of our opponent. Still trapped, right? Well, not anymore. Yeah, let's play a6. Let's kick this knight out. I'll happily take that. Happily take that. Yes. Happy, happy, happy. Well, whatever this cat meme is. What does GY Jaya? I don't know this word. I don't know it. I have no idea what this is. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, if I do that again, my voice cracks forever, and my voice will be fixed at a state of a 6-year-old for the rest of my life. Why don't you play Indian defenses? I like the Indian defenses. I just didn't play them. Oh wait, yeah, that's a good point. Shit. Okay, plan B, which I do not possess. Let's say this. And let's take, I don't know, let's take something, let's take this as well. And let's go back. Our opponent is half a minute down on time. It's not probably going to help us. But conceptually, that means at least that we should be keeping the pieces on the board. You know, the opponent's time is ticking down. Nice tactic. It was such an easy one. I missed it. Shocking. You know what Dan told me after the tournament finished? Oh, come on, stop harassing my queen like that. Oh shit. I'll pretend this never happened. My opponent was shocked himself. That actually happened. The same thing happened to my opponent a couple of games before. Just I want to hear nothing, okay? Oh shit, that's a good move. To the point where I don't like this move. Aye, what do we do? We get teammated here. Can we somehow... Yes! Oh god, I take 0 credit for the victory. I just needed to make the trickiest move of the bunch so that the opponent is confused and his time runs out with 1 second to go. Because obviously if I like take the rook, I get mated the next move. And obviously they might have even pre-moved that. So I needed to make a move that the move they don't expect. So King H8 would be the move they didn't expect. But there is still... there's still obviously like plenty of threats. Like, this is mate in 1. But... oh, the way this is not mate in 1. I have G8, sorry. But I'm terrible. Someone needs to explain Gen Alpha slang to me. I'm too old to understand. Is this how you win? Is it a classical? Yes. This is exactly how I win in the classical. Yeah, so on a serious note, like the stream. I'm happy to have you back, so please like the stream so that more people see it and more people remember about us and they come back to see this terrible chess. But I was talking to Dan after I came back to the tournament and I showed all 9 of my games. And he's like, you play like shit. And I'm like, No, I don't. But I mean, he was being a bit over the board. We talked about it later. I explained myself, and he was like, "I take my words back." But what he did say, he's like, your classical game performance may be impeded by the fact that you're maybe like streaming and you're used to this mindset of not focusing too much. And I'm like, maybe you have a point. Maybe there is something about it. But how did the classical tournament go? I'm assuming you ask. We need those games. I will be showing you games from my classical tournament. Yes, I saw your challenge, my friend. Just keep it there. Just a couple more games, and I'll start playing you people. So, in the meantime, feel free to just engage with the chat, interact, ask me all sorts of questions, chess related or otherwise. You're very welcome. Obviously. I don't know. I don't like this move. I don't like this position. I don't like any of that. Knight h6, and then we go queen b3. Well, that I didn't expect. Oof. I am confused. Okay. Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true. Look, I need games to analyze. I'm bored. Terrible. Why do you need my games for? You're saying my games suck. But maybe that's exactly why they entertain you, because they're bad. Who knows? Madness. This is far from the orthodox Smith-Morrow position. I don't know. Wow. I mean, this can't be good, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Just keep developing, I guess. We're still a pawn down, by the way, but we have a decent position. We may be 2 pawns down. Very soon, I just think... What to take with? We're not a pawn down anymore. I take my words back. We might be a pawn down, like, oh, this is obviously hanging, but this is the least relevant pawn in the position. Alright. I mean, if I play queen e4, then bishop f5 might be a thing, which is not, like, it's not scary or anything, it's just annoying. I'll take my back. Good stuff. Okay, so he missed taking here, I suppose. Well, that's good for us. I don't mind missing that. Something like 97 doesn't really work. My bishop is protected. Although knight e7 I might expect anyway. This I did not expect. Okay, I'll take. Fine. Take another pawn. I'm a pawn up, and I play the gambit, mind you. I'll take here. Just move my rook. I can't move my rook there for obvious reasons. If I move my rook there, Corso will be unhappy again. Take everything. I wish I could. I could only take something, but something is better than nothing. Some pseudo-philosophical stuff. It's attacking my bishop. No, terrible. I don't like my bishop getting attacked. I don't want to pin my knight either. Let's go here. I'm a pawn up, but this might not be the easiest conversion. Bishop is probably stronger than the knight here. And yeah, might take us a bit of time. Might even lead us to us drawing or losing. Who knows? I like the way you look at my rook right there. Go here. Activate the king. Yeah, that's not a big deal. You were not forced to trade the bishop for knight, and you complain. I like complaining. Haven't you figured it out? I'll go here. This guy is much more fixated on keeping his pawns than I ever was in my life. These passes are nothing. I'll pretend they're nothing. Oh, this is getting scary. No need to worry. No need to worry at all. How am I supposed to stop this then? I mean, it's good that it's at least the bishop of the wrong color, but yeah, this doesn't help us, does it? I think that's losing. That's adequately losing, yes. Best thing to do now is to trade rooks. Knight c1. Knight c1. Yeah, I mean, I've got 5 seconds. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Bang. There you go, I traded rooks. Except for one thing. I'll just make a couple of moves before the time runs out. A couple of checks, take the bishop. Nah, I didn't even take the bishop. Sad. Luck. Yeah, very lucky win. Very lucky win for my opposition, definitely. Caught me off guard. Some stupid opening deviation. Hey, Owen's defense. I need to concentrate. I don't want to lose this. I don't like when my opponents play quickly and they don't blunder anything. It's very inconvenient. That inconveniences me quite a lot. F the Owen's defense? It's not scary. It's just that I personally have sometimes trouble against it. Sometimes. A little bit. I'll go here. My knight's probably getting trapped, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Something about not caring. Takes. No sacrifices here, unfortunately. That's very sad. It's like played against the London. For me. For you. I don't mind Owen's defense. I might lose, but it doesn't mean I mind it. Man, where do I go? Good question. I have so much space and so little to do. I win almost every game, but still hate the opening. Well, thank you for that. I don't mind trading this knight off anymore. Nice knight. Well, I was surprised by my opponent's decision to just exchange it. The c2 pawn is still protected as far as I'm concerned. I almost want to sacrifice here. Okay, how about we don't? How about we play a normal... doubling up the rooks. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore is correct. Where do I want my knights? Can I place it here? Eh? Calculate? Nah. Calculating is too difficult. It's way too difficult. Can I trap? I mean, nah, the queen doesn't get trapped here, no. Ah. Oh, that sweet taste of possible victory. 1000 IQ bishop. Hey, have you seen some of my moves today? You should not be overly critical. Have you even seen some of my moves today? Some of them. Since when is that critical? It's a compliment? You might want to check the dictionary for the word compliment. I don't know. Okay, let's win this. Let's play like bishop c3 to cover most of the threats, and then use the long diagonal to just bang, 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 bang. In fact, I can take right now, pretty much, on my move. I can't take it right now because it's not my move, obviously, but you get the gist. Queen goes there. Well, it doesn't help, but yeah, I don't want the queen to take with b3, so... But queen takes b3 probably... Yeah, queen takes b3 is... Like, if I take, queen takes b3 is impossible. I mean, it's possible, but it's stupid. Because I mate very soon afterwards, so you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, so let's play here. You would expect something like this. Or this, okay. Can I? I probably can't. Okay. I'll go back. Fine. I thought maybe I could take it. Take it? No, I couldn't take it. It doesn't make sense. I couldn't take it. Well, we got rid of that bishop. For what it's worth. That's still fine. How are we 4 points of material up? Ah, we're up an exchange in 2 pawns. Rook h7 could have won 3 years ago? Probably. Probably not incorrect. I don't like you attacking my pawns. Well, why are you doing this? Awful. Also, I've got 18 seconds. Okay, game on. Need to focus. Focus or don't. Preferably do. 14 seconds to go. Split B. Let's see. This should be mate. There you go. A bishop versus rook in blitz is kind of tough. In in-game is often a draw. I mean, nah. Nah, usually you do manage to win up an exchange, don't you? Usually. Usually, 1978. I used to have higher rating than that some time ago. Time flies. If you screw up in side knot, yeah, I mean, time trouble is a thing in it. Time trouble is a thing. D5, wow. I don't have much faith in that center after D5, surely. Famous last words. But hey. Wait, why are you harassing my bishop that much? Come on. That's not fair. Okay. Well, you're harassing the knight as well. This guy just knows no limits. I think I analyzed this kind of position recently. What, specifically against me, maybe? I wouldn't be surprised. He's preparing some homework. Against the good old Exclam to take him down once and for all. So he retires from chess out of pure embarrassment. Losing X games in a row against the good old Cote Retour. Outplayed in the opening. Trading everything? I mean, I don't mind. I'm playing black. Hello. I'm playing black. Got a foothold over E1. So I don't mind that. And your opponent played D5. I think that before would have been strong. For me. I'm always strong. Especially since I started lifting, you know, I go even stronger. Isn't there like a tactical trick somewhere? I should just like take it or something. I guess I'll take it. You don't like my rook there, but I do. Sure. Oh, shit. Fine, we're gonna win anyway. Like, who needs a rook? Create an escape square for the king? Yeah, I just did. Unfortunately, I did a rook down. Yeah, this is quite bad. How to lose a completely winning position by Exclam. Next video coming out tomorrow. That's okay. I'm not playing to win anyway. You know, it's in the classical tournaments I play to win. And I don't win half the time anyway, so there you go. Yeah, this pawn is stoppable. And I just missed 2 letters in the word unstoppable. Yep. I mean, yeah. Just okay. Let's play one more, and then I can switch to playing you beautiful people. Playing against someone from Poland. Hey, Polska Góra. They play the Pierce. Come on. Don't you want to have like a fun game where you're playing the Pierce? And I even play some weird Pierce when they don't actually get so awful. I'll make them pay for that. Your opponent hates your bishops. I hate my bishops too. I guess in that sense we are alike. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. Okay, so bishop b7 is the most obvious move of all time. Are we gonna try and prevent it? No. What are we gonna do? I ain't got a bloody clue. My bishop doesn't belong on any square. Interesting. All right, let's. I mean, the pawns are coming down anyway. So what's the bishop doing there? Unless it exchanges itself for the knight. So yes, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go back and we're gonna exchange for the knight. Yes, yeah, great idea. Awesome, except for one thing. Your opponent plays g6, but doesn't have a bishop on g7. I mean, yeah, but I sort of forced them to play g6. That was a forced situation. Why are you attacking my king? It's illegal. Play on the dark squares. I wish I could. Bishop h8, I suppose. Yeah, bishop h8. Alright. I don't mind any of that. If bishop takes knight, I'll be very surprised. Bishop takes knight looks iffy. Bishop takes knight, queen takes, and then d4 is probably what my opponent is thinking. I still wouldn't play it, maybe, I don't know. Can I attack with a pawn? I don't know. Good question. Well, you want to checkmate me? That's illegal. I think this is okay still. Last time I checked. You must trade the knight for the dark bishop? Wow. That's such great insight. How am I supposed to do that? Okay, so we got different colored bishops. Our different colored bishops we have got. Well, you didn't take my rook. Interesting. Okay. I actually need to get rid of this pawn. Jokes aside. How though? Good question. On a light square, it's not very easy to get rid of. Now create a light square wall with the pawns. You're giving me ideas that are practically impossible to pull off. I appreciate the insights though. Creating what? Whoa! No! No, not that pawn. No! Okay, when you don't know what to do, I guess you want to threaten something. Nah, how about you piss off? You're blocking my file with a rook. Who does that? Come on. There's like 1,000 possible ways of neutralizing my threat. You can play like f5 or something, f6. I'll never play f6. Now you're playing this too. Horrible. Get out of here. My opponent is making unnecessarily hard work of this position. Can I play here? Rook e7? What does Rook e7 do? Rook e7 places a rook on e7. Also, don't suggest moves while I still haven't played them. Come on. What is that sportsmanship? Don't be like that. Terrible. Yeah. King c3. Well, I have an active king. This king is no good. But like I said, like you play f6 or f5 and the problem's solved. So there you go. Problem solved. That's how you dance. Okay. Can I take a play here? I should probably play rook e7 to be honest, but I decided to be greedy. This check has been on for a couple of moves. I don't know why this check hasn't been played yet. This is interesting. Maybe Saxon exchange now. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. And then pawn tries to promote. No, don't promote. Please don't promote. We can waste a couple of seconds with some checks. And win on time. In the most dirty fashion of all. Yeah, very, very exciting games today. They're very terrible as well. Before the stream, I played a few and I wasn't that bad. That's the stream. That's the curse of the stream. Dirty exclam. Yes. Yes, correct. GG. That's the opposite of a GG, but I'll take it. Anyway, so yeah, let's start playing you people. This is about time to start playing the viewers, aka people who always lose to me. Because no matter how they shout and scream how bad I am, I'm still better than them. Yeah, so feel free to drop me challenges and stuff. Of course, you know the rules. 5 minutes unrated. And such and such. Let's go. Let's go. Playing the Karo Khan. Have I ever played this person before? No. They literally have status on their profile. Karo Khan is OP. Well, let's see. Let's see how that plays out. You know the rules, so do I. Correct. Takes. Is that some sort of quote or something? Okay. Knight c3. Knight c3. I need to make a mental note, which I've already done, that this is a game with increments, so dirty flagging like we had it in the last couple of games is maybe not very likely. Karo Khan is an opening you played when you're scared of theory? What do you mean? Karo Khan is one of the most theoretically dense openings like ever. What are you talking about? It's talking nonsense? Never happened before. Maybe it did. Oh wait, it happens all the time. Terrible. Like, playing the Karo Khan is very scary. You literally get lost in all the theory and all the possibilities. I mean, Alekhine, for an opening that's considered obscure, Alucard is also rather theoretically dense, but obviously nowhere near as much as your, more popular defenses. This is slightly confusing. The opponent should be playing like a6 or something. Not that, because this is now punishable by law. Exclam should play the Najdorf. Nah, I mean, you may know me as someone who likes my openings. Because like I'm very studious with regards to openings, so you would probably expect me to actually fancy something like Najdorf, but I have my limits. Studying some obscure lines in the King's Gambit, yes. Studying the Najdorf, no. I almost want to sack here. I'm not gonna, but I almost wanted to do that. Like, my pawn gets on f6, and let's discover attack here also. Too much. Hello. a6, like 10 moves too late. Yeah, en passant, also known as croissant. Look at this knight. Ah! This knight's so good. This knight's so good that it's even defended e5. Knight is so great. The rook goes back because the rook doesn't want to get captured. I can understand that. I can take here, I guess. Ruin the pawn structure slightly. I don't know why I made a Trump impression for just a split second. It sounded very much like Trump, like slightly. No, slightly. I'm 77 and my skin is orange. Yeah, I'll go here. Again, remember this is a game with an increment, so we're not gonna flag. We need to play normal moves up until the end. We're not gonna get away with doing some stupid things. At the end, I need to apply discipline. There are so many moves. And so much extra material as well. God damn. Okay, fine. I can be fine with that. Takes. Let's protect the little guy. Let's protect the bishop. Hey, wait a second, that's illegal. I mean, at this point, I may as well. This is a matter about rooks and queens. I'm fine with trading two queens for rook. 2 queens for rook. That's a good trade. Did not expect the capture on b7 though. Not with the way my opponent has been playing necessarily, but okay. I'll take that. I'm assuming queen 6 b2 now. Maybe. That at least gives me time to go back and defend with like rook f1, and we're no longer talking about trades and stuff. What's up? Up 2 pieces? It sounds like checkmate. Yeah. Good game, my friend. You play quite well for 1,000 for sure. 100%. So I want to give you props. It's just that, yeah, you should have played a6. You should have, like, forced me to make a decision with my bishop. You shouldn't have let me just run you over on the queen side. And, yeah, I don't know if some of the moves were theoretical. I'm not necessarily the best at handling the Caro-Kann. Okay, so what challenges do we see? I'm seeing one from Court Retour. No! I'm having to play Court Retour again twice. Okay. Court Retour. Good game. Good game. Very good game. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me, my friend. Let's see. Okay, this is where my theory knowledge ends. I don't know. What do people play here? Apart from, like, the obvious stuff. Let's see. I want to give you props, my friend. Mr. Are you playing the Benoni? You played very well for 1,000. I don't know if you heard me say that, you know, you should probably play a6 much earlier, so that you force me to make a decision with my bishop. You let my bishop stay on b5 for too long, and it made the pressure on the queen side pretty much untenable. So, yes. But other than that, you know, there were some other things, but generally speaking, I thought you played very well for your rating. Bro, please play with me. You would be very surprised as to how easy it is to actually play with me. So you just say that you want to play with me, and that's it. It's not very difficult to do. Also, welcome to the stream, my friend. Where do you come from? Please do let us know. Well, hello. India. I mean, yeah, I almost. That's pretty much a safe bet, considering your name. Where'd you come from exactly? My brother is next, most probably. Oh, welcome to the stream, Constantine. How are you doing? How's your week been? I don't know, like, I don't know what to play here. At this point, I'm just playing chess. Does this hang my knight? Probably, so I'll just castle first. As much as I would have liked playing knight b5, well, definitely I'm going to play it now, surely. Surely I am going to play it. It's like a state in India. Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't know that necessarily. Everything's fine. Joined some minutes ago. Does the tournament go like? Yes. I was going to. You want to take my knight? Well, there's an intermezzo there that you're not gonna like very much, Mr. Cotrator. Thank you for asking, Constantine. My tournament went, you know, it's hard to explain in a couple of words. And like I said, but I was going to show at least one game from the tournament, and I will be showing you bits from that tournament from time to time. Generally speaking, the tournament went okay, I guess, with some very, very interesting moments here and there, definitely. But yeah, I just don't want to spoil too much, because as we go from stream to stream, game to game, you know, you'll be getting more and more information about how everything went. Proud of you? Well, yeah, thank you for the kind words. Probably not much to be proud of, to be honest, but... Oh, look at this court, so... Court swing up fancy that. Ooh, look at that. Being clever. I mean, it didn't do much, but it looked clever. It did look clever, surely. I can't believe I played d4, but that's what we do sometimes. Actually, that's something that we never do. But yeah, sometimes, you know, I figured Koruto's gonna... I always forget what Koruto plays. If I always forget what Koruto plays, he probably plays some, like, boring stuff. 100%. But I felt like I played with him like 30 or 40 games by now, if not more. I figured I want to get him out of his prep. That's it. Because you guys have actually the privilege and the luxury of being able to like prep against me because I'm always playing the same stuff. Like I can be bothered to remember what each of you plays and prepare for each of you individually. So you may be like, you know, developing a ploy like Marshall did back in the day against Capablanca. Like, I have been working on this gambit for 10 years to beat Capablanca. And then they play and Marshall still loses. Sad. But true. Where is your knight going except for g7? Question. Yeah, Marshall is the chaddest of chads. Also a very sad story. I need to make progress with like all of my extra material. Last time I checked, progress is nice. Progress is the opposite of regress. You know, if he so wishes, he can take my rook. I'm in a generous mood today. Let him think about the consequences of all that. Spot is not very nice. Gotta figure out where it doesn't work. Unfortunately, it is a good try. It is a good try. Can I play here so that I compound the threat even more? So the knight can't take. Yeah, I mean, of course I'll take that. Having a rook for a pawn is better than having a knight for a pawn. So this is exactly what we wanted when we played bishop e5 to pin that knight. We wanted to aggravate the losses that Koruto was going to suffer because of my pawn. I just lost the rook, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'll pretend it's all right. Actually, it is all right. No, there isn't any stalemate or anything. GG, Mr. Koruto. Bro, do you play with lower ranked players like me? Yes, I play everyone. Don't you see Koruto's rating? I mean, yeah, but of course, Koruto's rating is pretty high compared to other people. I play everyone. Obviously, I do. Of course. In the meantime, feel free to like the stream, everyone. And feel free to throw me some questions. Any questions you like, chess related or otherwise. I always love to chat with you people. And, you know, feel free to tell us more about yourself, those of you who are new. You want to humiliate us? Never. Never ever. Koruto, did you really play the full pawns? You want to play out of book as well? You want to maybe take the pawn? You maybe want to play, I don't know, knight of 3? See what Koruto wants to do. Nah, he still plays within the book. Okay. I thought that Koruto developed some weapon against me here. Oh, there you go. This is a move that is definitely sus. Koruto says improvising. Well, I see that. This move is probably dog shit. Probably. What's my record against Koruto again? 11 losses, 29 wins, and 1 draw. We never draw with Kotor, so over 41 games, just 1 draw, which is very telling about how we play. D6 wins? For whom? For white? Nah, no way. I don't think there is any move that wins now anymore for white. We are slightly cramped, but we are definitely very solid, so I see no problem in anything. No. Why'd you play these suspicious moves, Cora? It's so terrible. And night after night, we pretend it's alright to play bishop g5 against 4 pawns Alekine. This move makes no sense. Yeah, I'm just thinking this position is very messy. Like, we're up a pawn, we have disrupted kingside, which is usually okay. But you know, this is hanging, although again, not really hanging. Taking bishop e7 is probably not advisable. Oh wait, I didn't realize it was my move. Shite. Well, whenever they play a4, you play a5. That's the law. That's the house rules. Your rank is different at my side. I'm not sure what that means. I actually understand what you mean. Well, first of all, if that's the challenge that I saw that I think is yours, then you challenged me to a rapid game, which is a 10-minute game. The rules are the duration of the game is 5 minutes maximum. 10 minutes is too much, so please change it to blitz. That's one thing. Second thing, please change it to unrated as well, so there is no pressure on either me or you to play. And now I do understand what you meant, because you challenged me to rapid, and I obviously have a different rapid rating to the one that you see right now. So that explains everything. Okay, so I want to win. Duh. So let's win. Different rapid rating, me too. I mean, no shit. You're almost there, my friend. Just make sure that the game is unrated. But, you know, you're almost there. You got the duration right, the time control, but now is the time to get the actual thing right. Thanks. I can't do that. I thought I had a trick there. I don't. Sad. There you go. You got that. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. I mean, it's probably regressible. You don't want to lose your dark squid bishop when you have literally 800 alls on the dark squares on your king side, but hey, does anyone care? Does anyone care? Does anyone care? No. Yeah, there's like 10,000 ways of dealing with this. This is one of them. Ah, shit, the rook is defended. What? But so is my knight. I thought I play check here, so that goes here, and then I take the rook. But last second I thought that the rook was actually defended, which wasn't a problem. It just deviated my plans slightly. Ever so slightly. Yeah. Let's go here. It took a while for a newbie. That's okay. It's not a big deal, my friend. The most important thing there is that we got there in the end. Yeah, let's go here instead. I almost blundered my queen with queen before. That we don't want to do. And it has to be a mate. I don't know, somewhere here. There you go. He had no king moves. Also, welcome to the stream, Norpa. I don't think I've seen your nickname before. I think. Yeah. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Welcome. Where'd you come from, my friend? Do let us know. On second thought, maybe I've seen that nickname before. I don't remember. There was a nasty move. There was knight a4. When? This was a long game. When did you have that a4? This is why I should not improvise? Probably. Most gay opening? Berlin defense? Berlin defense is a professional. I am from YouTube. You are not incorrect. I am also from YouTube. It just so happens to be. Yeah. Good game. Good game. Okay, so we've got Ores next, and then we've got our friend from India after that. It's midnight at my place. Who cares when I have to play against you? I wouldn't put too much emphasis on playing against me as much as I'm flattered, of course. Thank you. You could have done knight takes a4. I guess, but I like maybe. I'm at b6. Yeah, actually, like we usually have a bunch of people from India watching, which is unsurprising. India is like almost a quarter of the world's population. We are bound to have viewers from India no matter what. But my point is rather, you know, I try to stream at a neutral time so that everyone almost in any part of the world can watch. But we all know for Asia, no matter what I do, it's going to be late. So yeah. Be careful not giving out. Be careful giving out double exclams though when annotating. You turned that to Shiro? Why though? Is there a problem? Or do we have a problem? Or you just mean that this probably just like a normal move and Shiro is being way too optimistic? Well, what's your point? What's your point? Oh, my pawn is being attacked. I don't know which way to put my bishop. G3 or G2. Okay, I'll play G2. It's just personal preference. You just it's Gotham chess, right? It's Gotham who did this to you. And by that I mean like a shit ton of like double exclams on this thumbnails all the time, and you just get oversaturated with them. You get sick of them, and which is not impossible. Is it just me? But every Gotham viewer plays the car. I mean, he popularized it. Surely he will have had a quite a big impact on that. But of course, you know, of course the answer is no. Hi Mohammed, welcome back to the stream. What's up? Haven't talked to you, you know, maybe like 2 weeks, I think. How are you doing? Wasn't he addicted to the Vienna? I mean, Vienna is opening for whites. Caracon's not opening for black, so yeah, one doesn't exclude the other. Yeah, at least hangs a rook. Which is exactly the deciding factor when I was thinking whether I want a bishop on g2 or bishop on d3. I thought with bishop on g2, maybe just in case at some point my opponent who's a bit less experienced, a bit lower rated, will blunder something along this long diagonal, and voila, this is what happened. I'm doing good. Well, that's good to hear. I am very happy about that. Do you have any news to share? Maybe some updates of any significance? And if I play this, bishop takes actually quite an interesting move. So probably should not do that. I'll just play queen here instead. It looks reasonable. B3. Yeah, B3 is not very good. Sorry. I'm 25 and I'm old and I'm dying. At least 2 of these facts are correct. Nah, I'm not dying. Don't worry about me. Exclaiming going anywhere anytime soon. If you thought about that. You ain't getting rid of me that easily. What do you suggest for beginners? Like how to learn new techniques? What do you mean? Could you please clarify what exactly you're interested in? What do you mean when you say techniques? Techniques. I have lots of techniques in bed. For example, I have blunted the bishop back. No. And those of you perverts who think about the things that I didn't mean, I was talking about sleeping, alright? Normal sleeping. The bishop. There is an imposter inside your position. I don't care about this. I can trap the bishop at some point probably and take it. So that's okay. I don't mind that. Boom, 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 boom. 276 elo meta. Can you beat me? I mean, I should probably be able to beat it. 276, unless you're cheating. Welcome to the stream, Bon. Where do you come from, my friend? I don't think I've seen that nickname before. How are you doing? I want to ask a question. Want to see players, Bishop? I'll read your question out a bit later, okay? Because that seems like a long question, and I want to give it some attention. All right, so I'll read it out later if you don't mind. Trade rooks. It's kind of hard to do with rook on a8. Cold as a razor blade, tight as a tourniquet. Nothing is very much fun anymore, and I can feel nothing. Get better, play chess. I'm actually from Mozambique. Ooh, nice. What's the capital of Mozambique? I mean, I know that Mozambique is in East Africa. Actually, Mozambique has quite a funny shape. It's like elongated, a little bit curvy. Interesting country. Never been there, obviously. But sorry, I will get back to your messages. I want to just focus on that game for a little. You know, after blundering a piece or two, now it's maybe about time to start playing, actually. And this bishop is so ready to do things, but yeah, there's probably like 1,000 winning moves in this position, and I'm just thinking about tricks. Alright, I'll take here. Fine, I'm gonna be greedy. If rook's yeah, he'll like go back. Not in bed. Rook d to d7 is GG. I mean, I'm worried about checks. Then I'm not particularly worried about checks any longer now that the queen is gone from there. I will read the messages out. Just give me a second. Please, a bit of patience. Gotta go. Terrible. It's not too late in Czechia. Well, why do you have to go? Terrible. It's not like you have anything else to do. Your life is just school and my streams. That's all. Terrible. Yeah, of course. Thank you for coming, my friend. Sack the entire house to win? I don't think just sacking wins. I mean, sacking wins purely from the perspective of I have too much material anyway, so even if I go down a rook for a pawn, I'll still win. Wow, it's such an interesting move. It almost works. I'll just go here and I'm fine. Taking leads to like queen b1 check and I'm probably fine, but I'm too lazy to calculate. Am I next? Yes, you are. You are next. It is correct. Yeah, you see, so I just, I lost the rook for no reason, but, this knight is hanging, and I had too much material anyway, so that's okay. All this is okay. All is fine. No, the opponent's going after my pawns. Don't do that. Don't eat my pawns. I have warned you. A slight decoy. No, didn't go for the decoy. Terrible. Take my bishop. Take it. Yes! Luckily, I have too many. There you go. GG. Schools and exclam stream. Correct. Alright, so. Bon, so you're from Mozambique, sorry. Welcome again. Sorry for not reading the chat for a second. What do you do? Do you study? Do you work? How long have you been playing chess? Do let us know. So, why do I see players playing bishops on the 6th rank, pinning the knight? You mean the 5th rank? That's a good question. That's actually a very profound question. I will not have... I'll dare you to pronounce my name. Rudranch? Yoshi? I assume? I don't think it's Joshi. I think it's Yoshi, maybe. I don't know. Rudranch? Yeah. Is that correct? So, Mohammed, that's a very profound question. It doesn't have a straight answer. But... in some positions, like, I don't know, in some positions you actually want to take the knight because, okay, you're losing a bishop pair and whatnot, but in some positions it's very dependent on the opening and the variation of the opening. And if it's a middle game, it's very dependent on the structure of the middle game. Sometimes you want to just actively get rid of that annoying knight on f6, f3, c3, or c6, whatever, because even though you're losing the bishop pair, you want to exchange that knight off because this knight offers just tremendous central control over certain central squares. Let's say the knight on f6 is very good at controlling c5 and e4. And, you can reverse the situation. And sometimes playing h6 and g5 is very weakening. Sometimes it's okay. Like... just because your opponent played h6 and g5 doesn't mean that you will have a tremendous attack and they will go into lose because of those moves, because they overextended. Sometimes these moves are overextending, sometimes these moves are actually the best moves, and they give then a platform to play like f5 and f4 and run you down completely. Again, very dependent on the position. So honestly, the answer is probably non-existent. Sometimes you want to take that knight, sometimes you don't mind them playing these moves, sometimes these moves are better avoided. So, like, I wish I could explain more, but really, like, in a lot of defenses to d4, for example, in your Nimzoviches and your, like, Nimzo Indians, a lot of people play, like, bishop f8 to bishop b4, and then once they face e3, they take the knight on c3 in a lot of these defenses, because that knight is, otherwise, if it stays there, is very strong at, defending the center. So, very difficult. You almost got it right. Yes! I'm still a student. Started playing because of an editor, Bobby Fischer. Ooh, that's interesting. That's not a very common reason for people to start playing chess. Either way, welcome. Is your profile picture an ice cube? It does look like a box or an ice cube, yes. And answering Rudrash's question about how to make the best moves, please accept my request. Yes, I'm about to accept that. Just give me 1 minute. Like, at your level... the most important thing is just not to be blundering pieces, right? Because when you are 400, 500, like yourself, 90% of your games are decided by blundering mate and ones, blundering queens, forks, pieces, etc. So it requires just to be more focused, blunder less before you make every move, check whether anything is hanging or will be hanging once the move is made. And yeah, so it's just, you know, very generic stuff, but just get the basics right. I'll be very curious, you know, how many obvious mistakes you are going to make this game, for example. And then I'll be, of course, commenting on that as well. It's an old 3D model that I did when I was like 13. 3D model of what? Also, that's quite interesting. Tell us more. Knight of 3, already an interesting one. Sorry, Queen of 3. Ah, good. What time is it in Mozambique? It couldn't be too late because it's East Africa, but like, is it maybe like 8 p.m. now? Shouldn't be too late, right? Oh no, my bishop, my knight, terrible. Man, I don't want to go back. It's almost like, can you please say? I hope it's not a swear word. I hope you're not making me say like a swear word in whatever the language you guys speak. What? By the way, what's the language you guys speak in Mozambique? I don't know. That just escapes me. What's the language is called? 8 p.m. So I was correct. Yes, I want like likes on the stream purely because I guessed the time zone correctly. See how clever I am. Terrible. I hope it's not a swear word, but Chitom Bochawaku? I don't know where the stress falls. I don't know how to make certain sounds necessarily. Is it Hito or Chito? In that case, I'd say Chita Bochawako. Chitam Bochawako. I mean, Hito? I don't know if it's a H or a Ch. I'd like to think it's a Ch. Okay. Let's make a move that makes sense. This move doesn't lose. That's the most important thing. And if knight takes, I can take with the pawn probably. You speak Portuguese. Ah, you do? Wow, interesting. Was Mozambique a Portuguese colony? Oof. Oof. I need to study and I'm here sitting on my ass watching you. That's very, very interesting. I mean, it's not the worst choice. What's my time zone? I don't know where you live, Sherry. If you live in India, then I assume you got like midnight. Didn't take my bishop. Interesting. Very much so. Okay. I'm gonna force this knight to make a decision. He takes my bishop, I don't mind that. You forgot I'm Italian. Ah, yes, you are Italian, yeah. Yeah, then you will have like 7 p.m. like I do. Sorry. Yeah, I did forget that. Correct. Yeah, of course you're Italian. Of course. Terrible. 7. You see, I was right, but that's easy because I also have 7 p.m. and we live in the same time zone, so hey, I take no credit for that. So, Bon, what on earth did I say? What on earth did you make me say? Or, like, did I even say that correctly? I don't speak Portuguese, unfortunately. I do speak a bunch of languages, but Portuguese ain't one of them. Portuguese ain't one of them. But that's okay. Where does my not want to go? I'll go here, like this. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Even if this pawn falls, the knight will still be protected by the queen as long as the queen stays there or in the vicinity of that square. So that's not bad. We could play d6 or probably d5. Depends. We need to open the bishop up, maybe pin the knight or blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we also could start pushing this. We've got so much to do. So much to do. Yeah, so this I'll probably play d6, fine. You've convinced me. Hi. Well, hiya, sir. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome. Well, it's interesting. So far, not many, or if any, big mistakes. So far, so good. Yeah, this castle, sure. It's about time we did it. It's about time we did it. There is one threat that might be lingering somewhere in the air. But we'll see, not now. Not yet. But there is a threat that we might want to make at some point. It's quite a big one. Let's see if that, you know, comes to pass. It will all depend on some things, which is this one. There's the threat. There's the advertised threat. Bishop b6 is not very good for your queen's health. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes... Not sometimes, most of the games are decided by just those sort of things. Well, takes with H-pawn. That's interesting. Demolish the 500. Well, I wouldn't say demolished, actually. Actually, I want to give a lot of credit to my opponent there for a 500. Took them quite some time to be, you know, to start blundering stuff. And that was like literally the first massive blunder in the game that I saw. So, demolishing, I wouldn't use that word. And after all, like, of course I should be doing that. But, yeah. Yeah, this just loses a rook unless you block. You don't block, which makes life easier for us. This is just either resignation or gonna be a win on time or stuff like that, I don't know. Or we manage to mate just before our opponent resigns. Yeah, there you go. GG. Well, like I said, actually, I want to give a lot of credit to Rude Ranch there. Took quite some moves to start, you know, making mistakes. And the mistake that was made in the first place was a massive one. But, yeah. This is exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about big, you know, mistakes that decide the game most of the time at your rating. I once was playing a 350. Yeah, I mean, the reason that can happen is that in chess, anyone can be anyone on, you know, with any sort of circumstances, right? So, like, on stream, I've lost to many people who are much lower rated than me. You know, I'm most likely a much better player than them, but in any given game, anything can happen. You can be winning massively and then you blunder a simple stuff, and then you get mated. Like a back rank mate, or like some stuff like that. What's the worst you can do? I thought you played very well. For a 500, you played very well. You were very solid at the beginning. You didn't make any obvious mistakes until you did. And this is exactly what I was saying about not allowing these blatantly obvious blunders. And this is what will take your game to the next level very, very quickly. Not blundering queens, not blundering mate in ones, forks, etc. Just keep your focus on, and you'll see an increase in rating from 500 to like 1000 in no time. Just preventing them very simple blunders. That's it. doing that is not easy, but still. Anyone else in a queue? Yes, actually. There you go. Freedom Diving. Never played them before, I don't think. Nope. From Finland. Finlandia. Finlandia. It's my first. I'm white. Hello. Nimzovich again. Terrible. Transposition into King's Gambit decline. Thanks. You're welcome. You are most welcome. Let's see how much experience, how much intuition my opponent possesses in the King's Gambit declined. Well, this is no longer a King's Gambit declined. Well, it is, but it's a weird. It's like Nimzovich counts. It's funny. It's funny, to say the least. I mean, I guess I want to take maybe, but with what? Let's take with the knight. Sure. Let's take with the knight, and then we're gonna play d4, I think. I play the King's Gambit. I'm a pawn. Well, I'm no longer a pawn, but that was kind of the idea. If queen takes b2, that's okay. I don't mind that. Good night. Thanks for the game. Well, thank you for the game as well. Very, very nice to meet you. Next stream is on Sunday. On Sunday we have a massive tournament. We have tournaments every Sunday, in fact. The Blunderland Cup, a competition that takes an entire year. Every week we have rounds of that competition. So it's a league format, season long, year long, whatever. So you definitely should join on Sunday. About the same time, 5 PM UTC, if you can. So there you go. Rook d1 seems like a very natural move here. And you know, the bishop is pinned. I can't seem to make anything out of this yet. We could try at least play knight c5. Why not? It's not very easy to defend this. You just take that bishop. Take that bishop. Oh, I didn't expect queen takes though. Good for us. Why not ignore threats? Well, Max, welcome back. Look what the cat dragged in. Haven't talked to you in a while. What's up? What have you been up to? Last time I checked, ignoring threats was not recommended by the engine and or by good players. Not me. I'm not a good player, right? I've been staring at the sign behind you. Yeah, I figured. You mean for this entire time? You've been hypnotized by it? How could you? For the past 20 seconds. Interesting. How can you possibly be over-focused on the sign and not looking at my 11 out of 10 face? You know, and overall appearance. That's a crime. A crime against humanity. Against me also. Your face is overrated? What? What do you mean my face is overrated? Get out of here. Is it just me who uses voice is glitchy? Is it glitchy? Can anyone else confirm that to any extent? It shouldn't be, I hope. The voice is normal. Well, I hope. I haven't seen any indications of any technical difficulties. Probably my problem. I hope so. As much as I wouldn't want you to have problems, I would rather you have it, just you, than me having it so that everyone is suffering. This way, only you are suffering. There you go. I'll take the suffering of any given person, one person, of course, over the suffering of the millions of people who are watching the stream. Yeah, you can't do that. Creating threats, you probably need to go back. Exclam making other suffering compilation. Yeah, the best. Why, well, going back? Ugh, terrible. You know, I'm very good at making myself suffer, that's for sure. Let's see, do we have any like interesting move here that like wins? I wouldn't mind that. Why don't I see any interesting move that wins? Terrible. Yeah, we've been through this before. Okay, fine. Fine. He's defending really well. Pretty well. Pretty well. Yeah, I don't want to lose that pawn either. There's only so many pawns I'm okay with losing. Maybe you should slide. You hung mate? I didn't hang mate. When did I hang mate? As much as I don't disbelieve the fact that I could possibly hang mate, I didn't see myself hanging mate. So why didn't you take my pawn? Urgh. Okay. This is for some reason more difficult than I would like it to be. That's okay. On move 918. I don't even know such numbers. Get out. I don't want to play g4. That's the thing. But okay. Desperate times. I never wanted to play g4. G4 it doesn't look very good. Like my king doesn't have as much cover anymore. I don't have any control over the dark squares. Like, I'm up a queen. Okay, fine, but a5 to me doesn't make much sense. It just seems like a random legal move. This is still a thing. Okay, fine, we'll go back. It has been not very easy to penetrate this thing. But we're gonna get there at some point. Even still doesn't win a rook. This is literally zero control over the dark squares. I can't do anything. Even when you do stuff, you can't do it because there's always protection. Oh dear. Oh dear, what? What are you referring to? If you're referring to the quality of this game, then why? Okay, let me at least bring the bishop to a place where it's safe and such. You missed mate again? I can't have possibly missed mate. You mean hung mate or missed mate? Which one is it? At least there's no way to block this, surely. Okay, I need to also be careful about this. All of the above? Terrible. So I hung mate and missed mate at the same time. Gotta love that. Okay, fine. Looks like we're finally maybe about to penetrate this stuff. Took us like 10 more hours than intended, but got there in the end. I may suck on the dark squares, but I'm sorry, you suck on the light ones. Finally. Yeah, it's only a testament to how well the defense has been organized. Hope I'm not like hanging anything when I'm doing this. Ah, this is a game with increment. I thought I was gonna win already. God. Okay, fine. Okay, let's try not place the I thought I was like gonna win on time purely. That's not very good. Okay. Fine. I forgot we're playing with increments. This is not great. That means I need to like actually start playing now. Well, good thing about it is I also get to benefit from it. Get the bishop? I think that's very easy to do. Oh, it's not. Very resilient defense. Sorry, I need to concentrate actually here because, you know, I don't want to lose this. Willingness is proving to be not as easy as we anticipated. Okay, this pawn is dropping now, surely. Unless I'm missing something. The reason I'm so quiet is that I can't stop to think. Sorry, I can't stop thinking. If it was like a normal game, I would have flagged a long time ago. I would have done that a long time ago. Bishop blocks, maybe? I don't mind with bishop. Yeah, I don't mind bishop blocking. To be fair, I can go here. This looks to win another pawn. Down 7 seconds. This game is like, I'm not used to playing with increment, and you can see that because I'm just not. Yeah, finally. Okay, this looks to be done and dusted now. Just need to not to lose on time. Not do anything silly. There you go. Wow. I mean, props to Freedom Diving there. Made me sweat for it in the end. Just, yeah, good job. I'm going to bed. See you guys another day. Well, thank you for coming, Bon. I really appreciate that. And yeah, we're coming towards the end of the stream anyway. So maybe slightly lower energy than at the start of it. But thank you very much for coming. And I welcome you back on Sunday, of course, when we're going to have another round of our Blondland Cup. He defended like a lion. He defended very well. In my defense, I want to give the opponent all the credit, of course. This was you, Norpa. Very good, very good. You made me work for it in the end. In my defense, I give a lot of credit to Freedom Diving there, but at the same time, I also want to take a little bit of credit away. In my defense, Queen against Rook, different card bishops, not always easy, especially when you're a couple of pawns down. Like, I was down a couple of pawns, like my opponent had a free roam with a queen side with the shit ton of pawns. So like, it's not very easy, especially when both of you are in time trouble. It's just that, you know, still. Are lions good at chess? Lions may not be very good at chess, but they will be very good at, you know, hunting you down and eating you if you beat them at chess. I don't think they'll be very happy. But other than that, of course, very, very well fought. I think the opening went wrong for me somewhere. Was okay, rook for a queen. I mean, yeah, whenever people play knight c6, aka the Nimzovich against me, I just play f4, and I hope that we transition into the king's gambit position. f4 is actually a mistake. You don't play f4, and after d5 by black, you have a very comfortable position, and black is already better. Like, I think it's like minus 0.67 or even 8, maybe. But a lot of people get confused by f4, like a lot of Nimzovich players, I mean, and they play e5. out of habit, I assume. And this just transposes into King's Gambit positions, which are my positions. And I basically, you know, drag them onto my playing field. He defended like Alonso against Hamilton on Hungary. Is that like Formula 1 reference? I don't watch Formula 1. I don't play this opening, nor was that habit. I prefer this line against the King's Gambit. Okay, fair enough. It's just what I meant to say is that if you play d5, you don't even get the King's Gambit anymore because you never play e5. You play d5 and actually you're like literally better. Formula 1 reference? Okay, it's just like my Formula 1 knowledge, coincidentally, on a scale of 1 to 10 is 1. Like, I only know, like, I don't know, Schumacher, and has been, like, in coma for 10 years. And, like, I know Verstappen, and I know Hamilton, obviously, but that's it. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Well, yeah, I was gonna be wrapping the stream up anyway. I don't think we have anyone else to play anymore. But feel free to like the stream before you leave, and before we finish it as well. But yeah, like I said, I think you played a very good game there. Well fought till the end. And yeah, it's just the increment thing always bugs me because I never play with the increment unless I'm playing with a community member who challenges me to a game with increment. So when I see 20 seconds on the clock, sometimes my brain just switches off and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna flag him now, just gonna make random moves. And then the time just never runs out and I'm like, shit, I'm actually playing with increment. I need to start playing. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, good games. Challenging exclam with increment is a loss of an easy win. That statement doesn't make sense. Do you want to rephrase it? What does it mean? In any case, thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate that. Make sure to come on Sunday, same time, essentially 5 p.m. UTC. We'll have round 6 of our Blunderland Cup 2024. And it's going to be a big tournament. We have usually about 15 people playing. We have a huge season-long competition that's running. It's always very nice. So I prefer increment anyway. Well, there you go. There you go. So thanks everyone. I wish you all the best for the rest of the day. To all of the unintentional gambiteers out there, much love. A friendly hug, and I'll talk to you and I'll see you in the next one.